Mr. Congress Chairman, ESNT President, honored guests and members of the ESNT. I take the greatest pleasure to welcome you to our 31st Congress. Maybe it was not an easy task to organize such an event, but now, accomplished, fills my heart with gratitude. My appreciations go to the help of the organizing company, ICOM, and the great support of the industrial organizations. Wishing you a distinguished Congress with outstanding scientific and social aspects, and a lot of memorable moments. The organizers shall always be around to take care of your comfort. As such, I introduce Professor Hussein Shaheen, Congress President, to deliver his speech.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, and a very warm welcome to you all. I've been a member of the Egyptian Society of Nephrology since the early 90s of the last century. Therefore, I've been able to closely follow the changes and the activities, as well as the scientific impact of our society throughout the years. And I must say that in the last 15 years, our society evolved to one of the most distinguished and active scientific medical society in Egypt. And this was the result of the initiatives and actions of past society president as well as council member. One of the successful achievements of our society is bringing together the Arab countries as nephrologists from all Arab nations meet and communicate. Medicine is an ever-changing science as new research and clinical experience broaden our knowledge. The scientific congress, the scientific program committee of this congress has worked hard to provide a wide choice of lectures and symposia that will cover various topics of clinical nephrology and transplantation, setting standards for clinical approach, which is the theme of our Congress. Outstanding international and national speaker will address the delegate to the latest scientific and clinical research. Young nephrologists are our major concern. So the Congress committees tried to imply initiatives to encourage and stimulate the enthusiasm of young nephrologists so that they will be able to use their skills solving problems relevant to their nation. And as medical education is key to advancement in healthcare, grants, awards, as well as pre-Congress CME course were offered. I wish our youngest generation a fruitful and productive learning journey throughout the days of the meeting. At the end of my talk, I would like to thank the ESNT boards, particularly Professor Dr. Tariq El-Baz, the president of the society, for his trust, despite being precise and meticulous, added difficulty to my task. Special thanks are due to Dr. Amr Hussein for his tremendous, and I underline tremendous, effort to organize this meeting. Truly speaking, he is the man. Thanks are also due to the industrial organization and firms for their generous collaboration. And lastly, I would like to extend a cordial thanks to all the speakers for their enthusiastic involvement as well as sharing with us their scientific expertise. We welcome you to an exciting and stimulating nephrology event that will certainly enrich our knowledge, It's with great pleasure to declare this meeting open. Thank you.
Now for the presidential address by Professor Tariq El-Baz, ESNT President.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Dear members of the ESNT Board, Congress President and Secretary General, professors of our Honor Committee, our past presidents, President of the Arab Society of Nephrology and Transplantation and his board, our honored faculty from the USA and Europe, and our dear guests from the Arab world, and dearest ESNT members. My warmest cordial welcome to you all. I feel so proud that in spite of all the difficulties, at last we are all here together. And it is a reflection of the true Egyptian spirit of endurance, perseverance, and solidarity. You have all been so brave. Really, you have been so brave and sincere to join us. And I would like to assure you that Egypt, throughout its long history, has witnessed much more. And Egyptians, like their pyramids, have and will always be there to welcome their guests by their inborn hospitality and sense of humor. I have attended the first ESNT Congress in 1981, and at that time we didn't have a nephrology service at Al-Azhar University, and not for 7 years to follow. So naturally, I have a very special feeling, and I always see the Egyptian society as the place where Egyptian nephrologists blend together. Yes, they blend together. And they blend together in this ever-growing community. So that's why I have always looked at the great mentors of our society with great respect for what they have achieved today. Nephrology education has been our vision all over the years, and during the last year, we took things a step beyond. This was through a continuous nephrology program reaching out to our less privileged colleagues who live in remote areas of the nation. By thus, we were helping the Ministry of Health in making renal health care better. And as such, 4 annual courses were planned in Cairo with the full sponsorship from the society, and it was executed at our headquarters. And the good news is that our first convoy for the outreach program will be launched next April to Upper Egypt to face real-life problems and to be directly interactive. Now, Egypt has witnessed its current uprise only because of the younger generation, and that's why we too at the ESNT have the same feeling, and we give our younger generation the initiative to be their responsibility toward our society with the guidance and support of their senior colleagues. And another initiative has also been a wonderful continuous nephrology education webpage that is evolving to a wonderful e-learning experience that is dynamically moving, conveying all of our educational activities to whoever needs it. And it will evolve soon to a real virtual online academy as well. Something else that I'm really proud of is to announce the evolution of our journal in its new electronic form, and you will find various details soon at the webpage. Now, standards has been our quest. Hence, policies and procedures have also evolved to enhance our performances and to help our members in the best of ways. And today, we are also seeking standards. We are also seeking standards through your contribution, trying to reach a better understanding of nephrology and to apply what's best within our resources. Regarding our plans for this year, we need to continue and upgrade what has been accomplished. And we shall put a lot of effort in updating our registry with your help. and everybody must realize the urgency of the task. This year, Egypt will also join DOPS, which will help us to undermine various issues about our dialysis service. And now, with World Kidney Day at our doors, I want to remind you of our activities that won first World Prize in the year 2008. And I want us all this year to give it all we can with sharing of many bright ideas. I must heartily thank all of those that helped us in making this event happen, the organizing company, ICOM, and the industry that has always been partners and support to the society. Professor Shaheen is, to me, more than the Congress President. He has been a lifelong friend. I know him now more than 34 years. He taught me a lot, and he has been a wonderful friend. As for Amr Hussein, the Secretary General, this man, he has extreme talent and perseverance and really precision, and he could not accept anything but standards keeping with the theme. A final word of recognition and acknowledgement to all of my great friends who are really serving the society with remarkable stamina and spirit. Je tire le chapeau for them all. And the ESNT owes its uprise to their outstanding input. So ladies and gentlemen, as such, I end my words, wishing you a great meeting in both scientific context and a pleasurable time. Thank you.
Professor Gamal Saadi, ESNT President-elect, will now say his words.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Our respectful board members, my dear professors from Egypt, from the States, from Europe, from the Arab countries, dear colleagues and friends, it's an honor to be among all of you and a pleasure as well to attend this 31st annual meeting and our meeting to share our knowledge and the experience of all the professors and colleagues. And on behalf of all of you, let me thank the organizing committee for this meeting, Professor Hussein Shaheen, Professor Tariq El-Baz, and my dear colleague Amr Hussein, who has been beyond all this effort to organize this very meeting, this very elegant meeting in this very difficult situation. I would also like to thank the organizing committee and all the companies who are sponsoring this meeting. It's very important to state a few words on the activities of the Egyptian Society of Nephrology, which Professor Tariq El-Baz has already highlighted. We are very much concerned about the screening programs to try to evaluate the extent of the renal disorders or renal failure in Egypt, and the screening programs have been widespread all over the governorates. We have been to Sohag, we have been to El Menia, we have been to Bani Suef, El Fayoum, also Cairo and Giza. We have been doing all these screening programs as well in Al Bahira, Damanhur and Rashid, in Alexandria, in Matruh, in Siwa, in Port Said, and we are gaining a lot of knowledge about the extent of renal failure and renal disorders in the Egyptian population. We are getting a lot of problems. We are encountering now more than 50,000 patients on regular dialysis. The number of dialysis units is increasing. We are reaching now about 460 dialysis units which are registered, and we have a new incidence of more than 100 per million cases per year. The transplant activities which are registered, we are almost reaching more than 1,200 cases per year. Actually, we are trying to screen for the etiologies of renal failure, and we are encountering a lot of cases of unknown etiology, as well as hypertension, glomerulonephritis, and the growing incidence of diabetes. The Egyptian Society of Nephrology is giving a lot of stress on the continuous medical education of the active physicians in different governorates. Also, we are encountering establishing the nephrology services in deficient areas by exchange of training and education programs and practical support to these areas. We are also concerned about the interaction between the ISN, particularly the KDIGO guidelines, and we are trying to have this as a continuous contribution annually. Also, we are having a lot of contribution to the International Foundation of Kidney Diseases, National Kidney Foundation, and it's supposed that we are going to have the annual IFKF meeting of 2016 in Egypt here, and I hope it will be